Satnam, thank you so much for joining. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a pick a pile reading to see what are you not seeing, okay? We have 4 piles to pick from as usual. For pile number 1, we have this beautiful shell, I don't know, key holder thingy that I picked up. Lily. For pile number 2, I actually just noticed that I did this. I didn't do this on purpose. Is this snail shell that I also picked up. Like the sacred geometry, the spiral. It's cray. Then for pile number 3, we have this star. Yeah, that I picked up. I picked up pile number 4's thing as well. And for pile number 4, we have this piece of like fur or something. It might be like a pole, I'm not sure. But is what it is. Pile number 5's. So yes, those are the 4 piles to see what are you not seeing. Pick your pile and I will see you there, okay? Let's 01 30. Satnam, pile number 1. For those of you who picked the shell, this is going to be a reading to see what are you not seeing, okay? Let's start with the blue ones first for pile number 1. So, the fact that every pile is an object that I picked up and I never actually noticed that. I feel like every pile does have some sense of something being right in front of them. This also, and them not seeing it, okay? This also being something about like to do with the ocean because of the shell. I feel like something is actually very evident. I feel like this might be something emotional or energetic to you, maybe spiritual as well, okay? But something's actually very clear and you're kind of like, I'm hearing steering away from it or something, okay? Yeah, 25, being bound. Being in the ocean, you're meant to be feeling like super duper free, okay? I want to be where the people are. I want to see them dancing. You're supposed to be feeling very liberated, but I feel like you're not. And I feel like the thing you're not seeing is the fact that I feel like you're choosing almost not to see the reason why you're feeling bound. Like, I feel like you're feeling bound. You're just choosing to look away from the reason why, okay? And I feel like it has a lot to do with your emotions. It has a lot to do with the energy. I even feel like some of you are sitting here and saying like, no, that's not it, but it is, okay? Like, you are choosing to ignore something. Indigo and crystal children, you have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. This actually immediately, clear cognizance, pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. This like the Indigo Children card immediately gave me like extreme psychic awareness, and that's what the ocean is as well. So it's kind of like, I feel like you are very aware of your like, maybe like your childlike purity. You're very aware of this situation or this thing that you're inquiring about. Like, I feel like you know everything there is to know about it energetically and spiritually, but you're choosing to kind of ignore things. You're choosing to kind of keep yourself bound, and that's the thing you're not seeing. Even though you might know that you're doing this, you're still not seeing that you're doing this, okay? So let's get a tarot card quickly. The moon, there's a lot of water energy here, okay? A lot of psychic energy. So, like, you already have the answers. You already know exactly what's happening and what's up. And I feel like you just kind of need to unbind yourself. You just kind of need to, 6 of Wands. You just kind of need to be like, okay, you know what, fuck this, or fuck that, or basically just, like, choose to trust yourself. I feel like something you're also not seeing is that, like, most of your issues, especially in regards to this specific situation, is happening because you're not trusting yourself. You might think it's something else. You might think it's black magic or gaslighting or shit like that. But like in reality, it's literally you're not trusting your own knowledge, your own power, okay? That's also something you're not seeing because you are super duper psychic. You're super duper aware here. And you know everything about the situation. Like, you are the ocean. So it's kind of like you're choosing to keep yourself bound. Okay? And you shouldn't be doing this because you are an indigo / crystal child, okay? I feel like if you do this, like there's gonna be some kind of like very negative Ten of Wands reverse, like some kind of very negative repercussions, not just for you, but like for the people involved as well, okay? I don't want to say it's because you have some kind of purpose. It just has, it's something to do with your energy. This being bound is giving me a lot of like Dionysus energy as well. Like the mythology of Dionysus with the vines is like he couldn't be bound because he's the god of the vine. And the people who tried to bind him was like cursed with madness or something. So it's kind of like your energy is very pure, but it can, like, you know how a child can also like become really cruel or something like that. It's kind of like your energy does that. And I also feel like that's also something you're not seeing. It's like you're not just hurting yourself by keeping yourself bound and by choosing not to do something or see something or accept something, but you're actually going to be hurting a whole bunch of others involved in the situation. Like, you really need to know that, okay? Like when the ocean has a temper tantrum, like everybody cocks off. Everybody, it's a shit show for everybody. You know, like a tsunami. Like, everybody has a bad day then. You get what I'm saying? Eight of Cups, I'm telling you, you need to you need to walk away. You need to like unbind yourself. You know what you are. And it's kind of like if a situation or a person or a dynamic or anything like that is keeping you in this bound situation and you're doing it willingly, like you're going to be creating like really, really shitty shit. You know that you need to unbind yourself and leave, okay? But it's kind of like, even though you know that, you're choosing not to see it. And I feel like it's going to lead to some kind of devastation. Look at this, the broken boat there at the back. Like, this is the after effects of a tsunami, okay? And like, nobody's gonna win in this situation if you just continuously, I don't know, like live in this like, yes, well, but kind of energy, okay? Thank you so much, pile number 1. That was your reading. Please do the thing, and I will see you again for the thing. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Let's do 40. Satnam, pile number 2. For those of you who picked this snail shell, this is gonna be a reading to say or we need to know what you can't say, okay, about your life or experience or something. I feel like you're already not seeing, like, you have a lot to celebrate, but I feel like the reason you're not seeing it, I'm not like judging you. I'm just saying the reason you're not seeing it is because there might be something happening currently in your life that you're just kind of like feeling, cycles of life that you're feeling like again, or like still, or something like that, okay? So I feel like God is wanting to come through, or your higher self rather, because fuck God. Your highest wants to come through and be like, listen, I know that this current situation might be seeming such and such or such and such, but there's something that you're not seeing about your own experience or about your own inner being, okay? There's actually something that is very much worthy of celebration, and I feel like the thing worthy of celebration is you, okay? Eternal self, exactamundo, though. Oh god. So I feel like the thing that you're not seeing is, even though you might be going through these like really shitty intense cycles of life again, or you're repeating some kind of shitty cycle, or you're just experiencing death or something, I feel like the thing that you're not seeing is, I'm feeling this very intense like observer effect, okay? It's like it's kind of like you're supposed to simply observe this. Like I feel like you're getting a little bit too attached in the story. Like, I feel like this keeps happening every now and then. And I know you might say, but this is unfair because, like, why can't I just, like, I don't know, like, live the story or live a good story or something? But it's kind of like, it's literally, I actually had this conversation with my mom this morning. Like, it's because you're too big. Eternal self, you're an observer. You're literally some kind of divine being that's here observing. It's kind of like I'm thinking of that thing Omni-Man, Invincible, the show. It's like Omni-Man lives for like 4,000 years and he got married to this like lady and shit. And he was like, ultimately she's just a pet to him because like, I don't know, it is what it is. Like, that's a crazy fucking energy, right? But I feel like you're feeling shit about a situation because you're forgetting how big you are. You're feeling shit about a situation because you keep forgetting how eternal you are. Like, you're super powerful. You're very divine. So it's kind of like, I don't know, that's the thing you're not seeing. Clear cognizance as well. You're very fucking divine. Like, and I don't mean this divine as in like necessarily like powerful and you have powers. I mean this divinity as in um like I don't know, like this level, like powers don't even matter. It's like something about your spiritual authority or something, like your actual divinity, your actual light. Like that's what you're not seeing. And like once you see that, it's kind of like, or once you re-see that, you're gonna be like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, I don't know, even World War III, like, ultimately would seem small to you because you're just like observing everything, okay? So I feel like the act 1111, the act of observation is very important for you, okay? Or not the act of observation, the state of observation. That's something you're not seeing. I feel like you need to focus on the state of observation. Nurture. As soon as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for your right now. With peace, so it's kind of like beloved one as well. That's lovely energy, like very much your divinity, right? So I feel like what you're not seeing is that if you choose to simply nurture the situation with love or with compassion, whatever the situation might be, if you choose to nurture it, your the incredibleness of your like eternal self will kind of lead to the best outcome, okay? So always remember that. Like, the thing you're not seeing is your actual like authority in the situation, your actual power, your actual spiritual beingness in the situation, okay? That's something very important for you. But like if you wanted to change it, if you wanted to like in a very like 3D perspective or like a tangible perspective change the situation, like you literally just need to give your awareness, just give your nurturing awareness, okay? And I feel like you might feel like that sounds too easy, but literally, eternal self, okay? Pile number 2. Life's what you make it, so let's make it rock. Let's make it rock. Now we're swimming by the Ace of Pentacles. Lovely. Like, whatever you nurture will grow. Like you are not seeing the strength of your awareness, the strength of your observation power. Like this is this doesn't even feel like like the Watchers, not from the Bible but like from the Marvel universe. They're like these super powerful beings, but like they're so powerful they literally just observe, but like the observation changes shit. So choose to observe things with love or nurturing or something, okay? 5 of Wands reverse, exactly. Prince of Wands. 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, so it's literally like if you choose to see your situation with love, and this doesn't necessarily mean accepting what's happening or something. It's literally just like accepting what's happening from afar, maybe even, okay, or something like that. Like you need to find your own balance here depending on what your eternal observation is stating. But if you're not seeing that you can literally create the best outcome for yourself, like in any situation, simply with your willpower, basically, okay? Thank you so much, Paul. Numero dos. That was your reading. Please do the thing, and I will see you again for another one. So, yeah. Satnam, Paul, number 3, for those of you who picked the star. I just heard the Star of David, even though it ain't. This is going to be a reading to see What can't you say, okay? I feel like you're believing something because I said the Star of David, but it's actually the pentagram. I feel like you think something is something, but it's actually not. I feel like you're believing something, but it's actually not what you think it is, or it's not what you believe it is, or something. 4, 5, 6, okay? Like you think something is the Star of David, but in actuality, it's like the pentagram, the Wiccan pentagram, right? And you might also think that the pentagram is then evil, which is also false. You get what I'm saying? So there's something here that's not, that you're literally not seeing something correctly, is what I want to say. Divine gateway. But I feel like this reading might be some kind of divine gateway for you. Breaking free, look at that, lovely, absolutely. I feel like you're about to break free from some kind of, like, I'm hearing a wicked illusion. Okay. Pile number 1 actually had binding or some shit like that in the same position. So maybe go check out pile number 1 if you want. But I feel like what you're not seeing is that you are actually breaking free. If you feel like you are going through cycles, if you feel like you are in a situation that you don't like, which obviously you are, otherwise you wouldn't be listening to this pile, to this pick a card reading. If you feel like you're in a cycle, what you're not seeing is that you're actually breaking free from it. It's kind of like you're living through the thing, but that's not you repeating it. It's you kind of alchemizing it through your experience, okay? And I feel like you're breaking free from illusion. I feel like there's about to be some kind of like major truth revealed to you, okay? Like it's going to be undeniable. Or something is undeniable already. But I feel like it's the undeniable thing that you weren't seeing, but you're about to see it. Because I feel like you thought you were continuing some kind of karma or something, or behavior, or cycle. But like in reality, you're actually liberating yourself from it, okay? Sensitivity. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. So again, the sensitivity is actually giving me this like you are literally breaking open. It's like the seed breaking open, yeah? It's feeling very intense. And again, I feel like you're not repeating a cycle. You're not going through the same thing. I feel like it's almost like, I feel like you might have even felt emotionally different about a situation, because it's almost like instead of you feeling like you're going through the thing, it's almost like you're saying bye to the thing because you're breaking free. So it's almost like this kind of like a bittersweet energy, because like I'm hearing that song from Alanis Morissette, these precious illusions in my head did not let me down when I was a kid. And parting with them is like parting with invisible best friends. That's what I'm hearing here. So I feel like what you're not seeing is that like you're like on the cusp of breaking through the thing, okay? I feel like for a lot of you, this specific pile number 3 reading isn't necessarily something even bad that's happening in your life. I feel like for a lot of you, this might have to do with like psychic abilities and you just wanting to ascend, and the badness you're experiencing is like you're feeling behind or you're not ascending quick enough, shit like that. You know, I don't necessarily feel like pile number 3 is something personal bad. So, if it is, this pile is still for you. Don't worry, like you're breaking free from that. The reason why I said that it's not personal, because I feel like this breaking free is breaking free with the divine gateway to some kind of very intense divine experience, or like spiritual experience, or like spiritual powers, you know, like divine beingness, like really godhood or some shit like that, okay? Let's get you a tarot card. But like ultimately all roads lead to Rome. It's like all of my readings will ultimately end up to us becoming gods, because that is my goal, and I feel like that should be everybody's goal, to become divine, right? Or to we already are. You get what I'm saying though, okay? You're like, and for some of you, you're also like breaking free from the matrix, like the actual matrix, the thing that kept us unconscious, that kept us away from our superpowers, that kept us away from knowledge, or you know, whatever this is, okay? 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, that's you like leaving anyway. So I feel like with the Three of Pentacles, you're doing it. I feel like you're actually maybe like not even on the cusp of breaking free. I feel like you've already crossed that threshold, okay? And you might just be experiencing a lot of like walking away and a little bit of loss of what was known, etc., etc. But you're very like there is progress, especially in regards to your spiritual journey, especially in regards to you maybe not feeling like you're doing enough spiritually, or not ascending fast enough, or I don't know, for some of you, you might have, either the bad shit might have been you doubting your own psychic abilities in and of itself, your sensitivity. You weren't ever wrong, okay? Thank you so much, Palmer 3. That was your reading. Pleasure do other thing. And I will stick important no one buying, guys. Yeah. Let's do 42. Satnam. Pile number 4, for those of you who picked this. There's even like a little piece of bone still attached there. Wow, that's pretty gross. This is going to be a pile to see what you're not seeing. So I'm getting a lot of messages, like almost like mixed-ish messages in a sense of like, there might be something gross that you're not seeing and you think it's good, or you're not seeing the good in a bad situation. Okay, let's see. This is a rabbit's paw or something, I swear. Which is like very good, actually. Ain't it though? Is it a rabbit's paw? I don't know. What's happening here? What is pile number 4 not seeing? Compassion. Self-realization. You know what I just got? I just got this sense of like, yeah, cycles of life as well. I just got this sense of like, you picking up like this rabbit's paw and you're like, oh wow, like this is good luck, or oh poor bunny. Either way, then you go through this realization of like, I am the rabbit, or some shit like that, okay? So I feel like what you're not seeing is, I feel like you're not seeing the projection of everything, quite honestly, pile number 4. I feel like you're not seeing everything literally is just a projection of your own inner world. And it's kind of like maybe in some way you're refusing to not take that kind of responsibility of what you're projecting out into the world, okay? Like, I feel like if you were to see something with compassion, one of the other piles had this as well. I think it was pile number 2. But if you were to see something with compassion, I feel like you would understand much more fully what is, like why somebody is acting the way they're acting, or why you're acting the way you're acting, or something like that, okay? The 2 swans here, that is actually a very loving energy. So I feel like there's some kind of like patience. There's some kind of love that you're not seeing or experiencing. Counselor in reverse. But I didn't read these cards in reverse, okay? You are a natural counselor and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. So it's kind of like, remember who you are. Passion. Clear space. Okay, pile number 4, what you're not seeing is your situation is a double-edged sword or something. Like it requires love, compassion, etc., but it also requires some kind of, maybe a little bit of a detachment as a counselor-ish energy, or it requires a little bit of a, like it requires patience. It's like I feel like your situation really requires understanding. Like you need to go sit and think about this, like really, okay? And like really understand why somebody or something is doing what they're doing, okay? Confirmation. Like I feel like you have some kind of advantage in this situation, pile number 4. Not just because of your compassion, but maybe because of your like counselor kind of vibe, or counselor-ish energy, or maybe you've just dealt with this kind of vibe your whole fucking life and you know what goes for what, that kind of energy, right? So I do feel like you have some kind of like upper hand, but like I feel like you're not seeing it. Like, so you need to kind of like do what you do best, or something like that, okay? Like do what you do best. Do what you do best. I feel like that is your message, pile number 4. You need to do what you do best. So even if you feel like Ace of Swords, if you feel like you need to approach a personal matter with a business mindset or vice versa or blah, 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 do that, okay? You need to do that. Ace of Swords, 4 of Cups reversed, and Death. Eight of Swords. Yeah, I feel like it's almost pile number 4. It's almost like you're afraid to kind of like take power or like take it's almost like it's kind of like you don't want to exercise your power, or you don't want to exercise your knowledge or something because you're like I don't know, you're afraid you'll break it or something, or you're afraid you'll I don't know, okay. You do need to know, though, that the situation is completely in your control, in actuality, 555. Like, it's actually completely in your control. Like, you know what's happening. You know how to navigate the energies. You have the compassion for it. It's just kind of like what you're not seeing, pile number 4, is that I feel like you're not seeing that you're supposed to handle this situation in the way that you think you shouldn't, okay? I hope that made sense. Thank you so much, Paul number 4. That was your reading. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, donate. Everything is in the description box down below. Thank you so much for being here. I will do